We want to talk about one of the key groups. CBS has identified 4 key groups that are election influencers during this election. Among them, the so-called pressured parents.
Yeah.
And CBS 13's Julie Watts has been tracking this group for us and joins us now with more on what we're seeing and hearing from this key group of influencers this election. Julie.
Yeah, guys, it has been a long 2 years for pressured parents who had to juggle distance learning while learning to work from home themselves. That, of course, is followed by the social and emotional impacts of COVID policies on their kids, along now with lingering learning loss. And of course, now they have the added stress of inflation and high gas prices. According to CBS News pollsters, pressured parents make up approximately 18% of voters. They skew slightly more Republican than Democrat, and they, by and large, felt COVID rules negatively impacted their kids. Now, in addition to the statewide and national races tonight, this group of voters will most definitely be focused on their local school board races. In fact, some jumped into those races themselves.
In school districts across the state, these signs are a sign of the times. It's not uncommon to see more yard signs for local school board candidates than for some statewide offices this year. What used to be an overlooked down-ballot race has now become the new political battleground.
All the parents I've ever talked to on either side of the equation want the best for their children.
Lisa Loshiaba organized the recent candidate forum in Rockland, one of many decidedly partisan school board races with slates of passionate parents.
What struck you about the questions that came from the audience?
Just how little they had to do with education and how much they had to do with just the social issues presented in this environment.
Like many, she pointed to a movement fueled by parents who were frustrated during the pandemic, while at the same time getting unprecedented access to their kids' education through virtual classrooms and school board meetings. Many who are now running to replace their school board members.
The motivation for a lot of these parents was how they saw the school boards respond to the pandemic policies.
Jonathan Zackerson started the Reopen California Schools Facebook page during the pandemic and witnessed the movement of passionate parents develop in real time. Several members of the group, including Zackerson, are now school board candidates.
This really isn't a conservative versus liberal or Republican versus Democrat issue. It's about parents who want a seat at the table.
Back in Rockland, despite partisan passion, the recent candidate forum was civil.
Were you surprised?
I was. Quite frankly, it's sad to say I was nervous.
She's hoping it's a sign of progress, which many would like to see statewide.
Now, we will be keeping a close eye on the school board races, the local races this evening. It's unlikely that we'll know the final results tonight, but we will have updates for you in the next hour.